So today was an alright day. We had some rain here, not a whole lot. We had like maybe about like half an inch of rain here by the time it was all said and done. There's a little bit of a quick downpour, but that will not do anything but good to the garden. So today I'm going to be showing you what's happening in the garden right now, do a harvest, show you the corn, give you some updates, and best yet, show you what all is going on around here. And by the way guys, if you notice that there's no crowing in the background, you can check out the community post I made last night. My rooster has sadly passed on. I mean, I didn't really like him that much, but you guys can go wish him the best if you want to. But let's get into the garden. I think I made a mistake by turning the camera off when I like put it like midway like that. So yeah, let's get into the actual garden. Today I'm feeling kind of like opening it up this way. Last week it was the other way. So yeah, this is our final garden tour of July, it looks like. And we are getting some strawberry flowers, and I would really love to get a strawberry, but the birds keep getting to them, and every time we think we're gonna actually get to work, something new pops up. Like this week was the rooster. Now I have to worry about the pet flock, and the birds, worst of all, keep getting to our blueberries. Right now we should be getting some 10 out of 10 blueberry harvests, but this year we've gotten none. We should have gotten like at least a couple buckets full of blueberries this year. I don't know where they've been, but I'm guessing the birds are just continuously trying to get to them, just annihilate every last blueberry. I don't know what's up, but like the birds need to get out of the garden right now. So now let's go over to here. We have some green beans that I am going to be able to pick later in this video, and a ton of them at that as well. Look at this. Do you see this right here? These are all just a bunch, a bunch of green beans. I'd say about 60 to 65% of the green beans that you're looking at right now are indeed ready for harvest. These guys right here, if you're wondering about these weeds, these will need to be knocked down because we're going to be planting broccoli in here probably very soon, and I do not want those weeds to just destroy everything. So if you're a weed, come up later maybe, instead of right when we're putting in the broccoli. So let's get into the other portions of the garden, which is a little bit more exciting than I think maybe 7 to 10 green beans. I'm gonna say, I'll put the exact number we have on the screen right now, but I guess we have some pretty decent ones here, so let's get into the rest. Now I will be brief, but we do have a quick little basil section over here that is actually doing better. I did actually have to rip off a flower bud on top of one of these, because if you guys don't know, that was a nice voice crack. If you guys don't actually take the flower buds off of these and throw them out, then they're gonna go to seed, which will kill them off, which we don't want that to happen now, do we? Now you can clearly see we have some peppers to harvest, so let's get in showing you what the peppers are up to. The rain did have a little bit of some gustier winds accompanied by it, but like it wasn't that bad. But this guy did get knocked over just a little bit, and so did this guy, but it's nothing that nothing can fix. So we have a humongous pepper patch this year, mainly with jalapeno peppers, because as you guys know, like I explain in these videos a lot, there's taco stands about a mile down the street that I could walk to right now if I wanted to go pick up some tacos. In fact, I might actually just do that right after this video, to be honest. We'll deliver them the jalapeno peppers, I think probably next month. Usually I'd say August 10th to September 5th is the prime harvesting time here in the Northeastern Growing Zone 6B. So we can see mostly jalapenos, but I remember I did see a pepper on the ground the other week. I picked it right off the ground, put it into the fridge, and right now it is a yellow pepper, and I did have it with my omelet yesterday, because if you guys don't know, we have chickens, which are back there. The omelets are 10 out of 10. If you guys want me to, I can make a video comparing store-bought eggs to farm-bought eggs, and obviously the farm-bought eggs are gonna win that one. Let's get into the rest, and sadly I don't really think we're gonna have a whole lot of time left with our zucchini, so we're gonna get into that right now. As you guys probably know, the zucchini plants have been dealing with it lately. This guy is getting ripped out of the ground. Do you see this right here? There is actually something getting in here. I don't know what it is, but it's ripped out all the zucchini plants, and it's only targeting the zucchini plants. This guy's barely hanging on here. This is just mush. And although that is a pretty nice looking zucchini, I got a tick. I like how I said earlier this season that there was barely any ticks, and then all of a sudden they just start coming out of nowhere. This one's a lost cause. This one we might be able to save if we could put it back in the ground. I might just add some soil on top of it. But based on the look of this zucchini right here, it looks like something took a bite out of it. And I think I know who. I don't know who these little orange guys are, but get out. Get out. I think we found the culprit in this video. And that wasn't even scripted. That wasn't planned at all. Let's move on. Right over here we have the eggplants, of course. I'm done yapping about these zucchinis. I'll get to work ASAP, probably tomorrow first thing, or even this evening, to help get rid of that. But over here we have our eggplants. You can see these little holes are from the flea beetles. Don't worry, they're fine. As long as those holes don't destroy the plant, then you're gonna be just fine. We did get a white eggplant last harvest, so are there any new ones? I thought I saw one. Yes, I do. And there's a smaller one coming in right over there too. Now, potato beetle spotted. Get off. You know what? I think this video is just gonna be a crazy one where I just harvest beetles too. I guess we'll get into that. I'll put a timestamp on the screen when I do that if that ends up happening. Potato beetle spotted. Let's get rid of it. So right in here we have our beautiful patch of trellis plants. We have our cucumbers, which these guys are looking 10 out of 10. They're looking great. We have some tomatoes, of course, some cherry tomatoes. And the reason why we just have some random normal tomatoes in here is for one simple reason. And that is because, well, we mistake sometimes. Us humans will make some mistakes over the duration of our lives. But yeah, if you're wondering, these are also basil plants that I put here because I wanted to see if they do better on the trellis. And I accidentally planted them a bit too shallow, but one thing I've noticed is that they're doing at least a bit better than the ones over there. I feel like this year's garden season has been disappointing at best. The cucumbers, though, have been producing. I've never seen them go this late. A couple of years ago, they weren't producing anything past July. Then they started getting a good harvest in June and then just stopping. But now we're getting a decent harvest in almost August. I hate to say that it's almost August, bro. Where did the time go? When was it June? I don't remember. That was like 2 months ago at this point. So let's get into the rest. There is some things to do. And of course, exploring our humongous tomato patch is one thing that you can always do in these videos. I don't know why there's plants growing in there, but I guess they can do what they want to do. We do have some beautiful tomatoes, others which are overdue. And when the tomato gets overdue, I'll show you an example. This one right here is a good example as to what happens. Is this the right one? This is this one right here. See this little hole? When it gets overdue, it attracts tons of new bugs. And guess what? When that happens, it is time to get rid of them. So there are some that also get attacked a lot earlier on, but don't worry, most of the time it won't impact it. I just try to avoid those ones. And you know what? Probably I'll do this humongous video, and you know what? I've decided I'm gonna get rid of that potato beetle in the video. I'm gonna film that later though. That video should be coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday. So stay tuned, click that notification bell if y'all want to. And if you're wondering about the sunflowers, I believe one did come up, but the weeds over there, man, they are getting out of hand. I feel like whenever I go into here, the weeds get worse. I can't really tell if this is a sunflower or not. I'm gonna place my bet on it and say it's not a sunflower. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in here that is of something. Oh, this is a sunflower. We found him, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we found a sunflower. That is crazy. You see this guy? You can tell based on the flower right there that that is a sunflower. Well, the flower's not there yet, but it's gonna be. So I guess that's cool. And well, it's time to go do the corn patch. If you guys are wondering, we did really badly want to get some more stuff done this year, but time sadly caught up to us. I was never able to replant the things. So I'm gonna see if I can plant them like right now. This week is the last week. And once again, praying to the heavens that we don't get any snow in the next couple months. Oh, we can wait till December, guys. Or late November, for that matter. I'll do the harvest like 1 week before Halloween if that's what's necessary. So we'll get into planting later, but for now, let's get up to the corn patch. So as I said, this corn patch is maybe about, I'd give it another week or two before, well, this corn patch is finally done. And then we're ready to harvest. You can see the hairs on this thing are getting a little bit rough, and we did lose a couple of corn plants, as you can see this morning, due to some of the gustier winds we had here. Some of the winds here were on the gustier side, so I'm gonna see if these guys actually had anything in them at all. You can see this guy was just ripped out of the ground, and I'm honestly not digging the fact that these guys were ripped out of the ground. I'm thinking there's actually something getting up here and taking them. I'm gonna say raccoon. And if you look right here, there's all those little beetles in there. I'm not liking this. I think we have to get this treated right now. Like, I'm talking in the next day or two. And then be able to get this done. I really badly want to get some corn this year, like some really good corn. But at the end of the day, if we can't treat anything, then we really badly need to treat it. Because that is what's going to actually help the corn patch develop. So now I'm going to go back to the end of the house. And guys, I'm very sorry to say, but we lost another chicken in the farm flock today. There's tons of black feathers all down by the barn. I did include another snippet because I was recording another video for another channel down there. I don't know if I actually ended up including it because I did say a swear word in it, so I'm probably not going to include it because I don't swear in my videos. But to be honest with you, this is just disappointing, bro. I am getting over this. So let's go down to the garden. Let's do a little harvest. And let's cheer us up with some nice harvest from the garden. Let's see. All right, so let's get into this little harvest here in this garden. And it looks like the pet flock is fine, by the way. I was worried that the coyote had came back because the coyote had taken Falcon right there and dragged him up the lane over there. I'm not going to mention its road name for obvious reasons because, well, why would I? But like, we'll just call it Falcon Lane for the sake of this video. It was dragged about half a mile. I saw feathers and a trail to support that, but then he veered off into state forest somewhere up there. So let's get into this harvest. No more talking. Let's get into a real harvest. You'll hear some of my music, King Chicken. If y'all want to, you can go into the description and click it. I make some mediocre at best music. I think you'll enjoy it though. Let's see. So today while I was harvesting, I noticed some really strange things that, like, a lot of these tomatoes are a little bit concerning here. I did get one thing, and I did try to find that potato beetle because I wanted to see if I could just get it off of there right now. And for whatever reason, I couldn't find it. I'm going to go right back over there right now to check and see if it's still there. But I'm going to guess that it's probably still there somewhere. I just don't see it. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna grab this little guy, and you, my friend, are not going to be here for much longer. I'm sorry, little homie, but you're not gonna be here. So get off. Yeah, no, you can't escape. They try to roll around a lot, though. So yeah, get out of here. No one likes you. Alright, so if you enjoyed, be sure to click the playlist on the screen, which is the full evolution of my garden this year. It's how I'm going to actually be able to make a compilation later in September, so I will see you guys in that playlist. Be sure to click it, and there's a bird in here, so I'll see you in the next one.